Live. Everybody, welcome back to the WDB Cast episode. Sorry, you know what? I should have given it a few seconds to let it load completely. I'm going to do that again. Everybody, welcome back to the WDB Cast episode 7. Today we're going to be talking about, a couple topics. Usually we stick to one topic. These kind of topics are intertwined, I guess, in some way, shape, or form. We're going to be talking about instead of general media, we're going to be talking about the mouse and keyboard versus controller debacle, which if you're on Twitter, you've seen Crim6, TSM Myth. They've gone back and forth about certain things. It's been pretty popular in the last 2 weeks, so
for sure
we're gonna be talking about it here. We also have Vanguard, Call of Duty Vanguard, which is dropping in I want to say a month now, almost a month.
Yeah, I think so.
Just about a month.
What is it?
It's October 1st.
15th?
I think it's November 15th, maybe.
I think so.
It's somewhere in November, middle of November.
Yeah,
but
somewhere around there.
Aside from that, we're also going to be talking about the CDO, which that is kind of my, I guess, expertise, which as I'm rocking the Chicago Huntsman shirt today,
looking as hot as ever.
CDO. Whoa, dude, you don't see me. I'm actually looking chopped.
I'm looking at you through stream.
Yeah, that's a problem. If you want to take it away.
All right,
about,
sure.
Mouse and keyboard versus controller.
So, as you guys may know, I just recently have been on mouse and keyboard for 3 weeks now. Something like that, 3 or 4 weeks.
Talented, very talented.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I'm not nowhere near where I need to be. But Sal and I both coming from a place we both have played on both now. We can say that. I was primarily a controller player. Sal still is a controller player in terms of Call of Duty and most games that he can. So as of recently, as Sal mentioned on Twitter, there's kind of a whole debacle going on whether or not controller players have an advantage over mouse and keyboard players. And to be honest, I have to say both sides are stupid because they both have their advantages and disadvantages. I think aim assist is necessary for controllers, but I think the idea that aim assist is overpowered is stupid because me and Sal were talking about this a little bit earlier. In terms of Call of Duty, aim assist doesn't even fucking register half the time, and if your internet's dog shit, then
like mine is.
Yeah, and what's even weirder is another argument that you can use for controller players to use against mouse and keyboard players is the fact that and PC players have better internet as a whole.
Yeah,
they have lower
PS4,
latency.
Xbox, they're all capped out. PS5, sorry, whatever system you're using, they're capped out at a certain,
it's
internet,
a certain ping.
Internet, not necessarily ping, but internet speeds, I guess I should say, where your PC, whatever it's wired to, it's gonna get that
Well, even in terms of Wi-Fi, because I don't have my router in my room.
Yeah.
So I'm playing off of wireless right now, and I've had lower pings than I've had ever on any Call of Duty game, Apex game, whatever the case is. And Apex has the most unstable servers, and I'm still getting around 20 to 60 ping on this internet. So, and plus PCs get they override other systems as well because they require more internet. So that's another thing you should do is I think the whole argument whether or not one is better than the other, and honest to God, I agree with Scump's tweet, and they're both good. I don't think you can say one is better than the other.
Listen, I've said this before. I think if you handed me a controller and you handed me a keyboard, I think it'd be easier for me to learn a keyboard than a controller. But it's easier to master a controller than it is to master a keyboard. When you learn the full, movement system and everything with a keyboard, you are infinitely times better than anybody with a controller. You have your whole arm, wrist to move with. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Thumbsticks, stick drift. You know how many issues I have with these fucking controllers?
Do you know how many controllers I broke within the last 4 CODs?
Listen, I'm gonna say this.
Not
right
even
now,
throwing them
to the keyboard players
from stick drift.
I understand, I have played mainly controller, so my views are going to be totally different than you with your fucking legal aimbot. Don't ever say that shit again, okay? But this right here in my hand is a $140 controller, maybe more. This right here in my hand is a $140 controller, guaranteed. Right? They both have fucking stick drift. I bought 2 keyboards. I've had no issues with either keyboard. I got the other keyboard just because it looked cooler. That's why I got the fucking thing. I didn't get it because there was issues with my other. No. There's no issues with either of my keyboards. But these controllers, after playing COD for a fucking couple months, Garbage.
Not even, bro. It'll be like 2, maybe like 4
That's what I'm
weeks,
saying.
depending on how often you play.
MW, I went through 4 controllers.
Or like, hold up. So this is one I bought whenever they first came out. They were like $60. This got stick drifted in like 2 days.
Yep.
My $140 Astro C40 controller. Luckily, I didn't have to buy a whole new one, but I still had to pay $50 to get replacement thumbsticks for them after 2 weeks of playing Modern Warfare 2019 because of the tactical sprint.
Listen, Modern Warfare 2019, I got an all-black Battle Beaver. I went to
3.
I went to Ashoni with the all-black one. When I got to Ashoni, actually, let me see. I have it right here. Sorry if you're not going to see me for a second stream, but this white one right here, I went to the Battle Beaver facility. I got this at Ashoni. I used it, I want to say Saturday? Both Friday and Saturday? Whenever we played at Ashoni, I used it. Right? I got it the day before, I used it the next day.
Yeah.
Okay, that was awesome. A surreal experience. My other one was fine. I ended up giving it to Atomic, whatever. Right? This one, the white one that I got at Ashoni, I ended up coming home. I played with for like 2 months. Issues. I couldn't sprint. I had stick drift. I ended up ordering a brand new one. That one lasted me the rest of MW. As soon as MW's at its end, or my end of it, I guess I should say, stick drift. Couldn't sprint. Button issues. My X button didn't jump. I had to switch to this one. This one I just bought for Cold War. You know, I decked this thing out. I went crazy because I was like, you know what, fuck it. This thing's going to last, right? Like, I'm thinking, you know, the other Battle Beavers, they lasted me a little while. This one's going to last. This one lasted me a month. I went back to my other controllers. It was that bad. A month of use, I had stick drift. I couldn't sprint. It was disconnecting from my cable randomly. And I thought maybe, it's just my PC.
That.
I plugged in my PS4, it wouldn't charge because it was so fucked up. Now, keyboard players. My keyboard, like I was saying, 2 keyboards, 0 issues. 0.
Yeah, and if you do have an issue with the keyboard, it's usually just a key switch. And switches are like ridiculously cheap.
Listen, controllers, you guys want to talk about this legal aimbot. Okay. First of all, aimbot, right, is a totally fucking different thing. Aimbot snaps onto the target. Aim assist gives you a drag towards the target. Your shot still has to be good.
Yeah, it's just an extra help because you can't 360 people after hearing footsteps. Unless your sensitivity's cracked. There's
a difference in the mobility of a keyboard and mouse and a, controller's analog stick. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we have to sit and understand. For those of you who are gonna sit here and say, "Well, he's never played with a keyboard and mouse," I have. I played COD with both. Ask Wonder. One time I thought I was playing Wonder 1v1. I used my controller. He got smoked. No offense, Wonder. You're a talented kid. But I then switched to keyboard and mouse because I was like, it's going to be easier for him. It was insane how easy it was to play on keyboard and mouse. I understand the movement's not there. The movement's easier on controller than it is on keyboard and mouse, 100%. And I will think the accuracy is better on keyboard and mouse than it is on controller. They have their perks.
So much easier. Dude, you've seen clips of me on Twitter on Apex, right?
Yeah. Listen,
I'm more accurate than I've ever been.
That's what I'm saying. Shots on keyboard and mouse are much easier. Movement is much easier on controller. Sorry.
Yeah, I just think you can't have this debate. It's just not a thing. Like, there's so many advantages to both. Mouse and keyboard has it obviously easier in the sense of aiming, being able to fucking literally like twitch your wrist if you have a high enough distance per inch or whatever it is. I think is what it's called, DPI.
Something like that.
I think it's distance per inch.
As Wonder just said, I was playing on inverted as well. That's how much easier it was on keyboard and mouse. Like I can't strictly say it's easier. Yeah. Way easier to aim.
It's so much easier to aim.
Actually, before I get ahead of myself, before you continue, Logan, I will say this because people are gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's stupid." Difference of game, because Call of Duty with recoil patterns, you could learn them. If you play a game like Valorant, as me and Logan have been grinding, Valorant spray pattern is very random. You could kind of learn it, but you kind of can't. So I understand when a keyboard and mouse player says, "Well, it's not easier to aim on that." Okay, I'll give you that because the spray pattern is, once again, let me say this out loud, random. You know what I mean? Like random really spray pattern. you're gonna have a random spade pattern, of course you're gonna run into issues where something might be easier to use. I've never played controller Valorant though. I doubt that's even. I doubt. I don't think
it is. I think it's a mouse and keyboard only.
No, you can plug a controller in, but I feel like it's ass.
You can plug a controller in Val?
Yeah, you can. I've seen that there's a setup for it. Because one time I was fucking around, I was like, let me plug my controller in, but I never used it.
That's gross. That's actually no.
Okay, Wonder, you're a 14-year-old menace.
Holy shit. I was wondering if you saw the chat.
He's not even 14 yet, okay? He's just a fucking menace.
Dude, what a menace, bro.
Yes, I am a pimp before you ask. Dude, I raised this motherfucker well.
Right? Dude, oh my god, you should have heard him in fucking Apex.
How to Snapchat these females on the stream. I've never done that before.
What?
This bitch said, I can't say that, dude. I can't say that on stream. I almost exposed myself. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yo. you need to calm down before you start wilding, bro. Alright.
This is my plans for tomorrow. She's like, I follow her there. Life is good, man. Alright, sorry.
Back on topic here, brother. So, my opinion on the whole debate.
Logan, he froze for a second. Alright, so we lost Logan. So before he gives his opinion on his debate, let me put the satchel on real quick. My opinion on it. They both have their strengths. They both have their weaknesses. Rest in peace, as Wonder said. Rest in peace to Logan's internet. FaceTime video. Am I about to carry this podcast? Logan, what's up? Did you lose internet? Alright, listen, turn it back on. I'm going to carry this podcast while we wait, alright? I got you. Get back in here. It's my time to shine. Alright, Logan. I'll see you in court. Alright, so listen, we're going to actually, we're going to do my opinion and we're going to jump to the next topic because we're, already 12 minutes in. But, alright, so my opinion on it. They both have their strengths. To those who are arguing that one is way better than the other, you're stupid. Plain and simple. If you want to sit here and get in the chat and argue with me, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Plain and simple, don't. I don't give a fuck at all. Right. I love life. Wonder, I love life too. But basically, right, keyboard and mouse, you have your strengths. Controller, you have your strengths. Be happy that sorry. I'm all fucking over the place. Be happy that each of you have your strengths, right? You can't sit here and bitch. Logan, welcome back. You can't sit here and bitch about, keyboard and mouse is way better. Control is way better. Nah, none of that. You guys each have your strengths. Sit there and be happy that you each have strengths. Because one could be way better and you could be pissed at the other. Well, that's not. Because you guys are both fucking even at the end of the day. I'm sick of this shit. To Myth,
sure.
who said that he'll never put a controller player in his top 10. Bullshit. Crim 6 is in there. Scumpy, in there. I don't give a fuck what you say. Crim is the most winningest player of all time in any game, in any esport. Controller, non-controller. Most winningest.
He did.
Okay, Myth, you hear me? I know this fucking conversation's done. Crim 6, first of all, would smoke you in-game, right? Second of all, he'd smoke you IRL, too, because that's the porterhouse, all right? Plain and simple. I'm not taking this fucking disrespect on Crim 6's name. And let me say this, too, because you guys want to say controller players shouldn't be in your top 10. Let's look at TJ Halley, Dashy, Formal, who are almost all... Radiant, the highest rank you can get in Valorant, they're all almost there. They're all in Immortal. Myth, they're ranked higher than you in Valorant. A keyboard and mouse game, you fucking moron. How do you feel now? You made yourself look stupid. Alright, I'm done harping on it. Logan, you can go ahead and give your opinion.
Oh, yeah, because I got literally interrupted the second I said my opinion is. My opinion is everybody's fucking stupid and needs to shut up.
Exactly.
It's pointless.
There's no fucking argument needed.
Yeah, mouse and keyboard players really need to shut up too, because you can't complain about aim assist when you have your whole arm to aim with. And this is coming from experience. I feel the most comfortable and the most talented I've ever been. And I've been playing playing controller all my life.
This fucking guy Wonder's just like me, swear to God.
Yep.
Wonder, I just want you to know how proud I am of you, okay? I feel like I gave you enough inspiration to where you're at right now.
And I gave him. What did you say? He got your
my
ego and my
your talent. So he's kind of fucking scatado when it comes to the talent part of things. But hey, listen, ego aside, when you can ego chow, you don't have to have the best talent because sometimes you get lucky.
Wait, are you fucking scamming me right now? I'm pissed.
Listen, Logan. Valorant, Vandal spray. Think about that. You could get lucky.
I don't play with Vandal anymore. I'm a Phantom Demon now.
I understand. Listen, I'm not saying that. But the Vandal,
Look,
you could get
you
lucky
can't
with
blame
a
me for
couple
trying.
headshots. Logan is really fucking talented at Valorant. Let me just put that out there. He has progressed way faster than any of us have played. Like the group, me, Devin, Cheke. Actually, Rolly progressed faster than you. That's the only person. And Izzy, I think Logan has progressed the fastest out of all of us. Anybody can agree to disagree. I mean, I'm just going to say what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make any problems here, but like, that's what I believe.
Well, I just think I think the reason is because I feel comfortable enough on keyboard and mouse. Like, don't get me wrong, I still fuck up keys every now and then, like, misplacing them, or misclicking. But in terms of, like, overall, like, I'm telling you, keyboard and mouse is significantly easier to learn and get pretty good at than controller is. Controller, if you hop into a game of Black Ops 2, like when you first get, it's Christmas time, you just got the fucking game, you got your Xbox Live all redeemed up and ready to go. This is your first COD game online ever. Guess what? You're getting smoked. If you've never played COD online or any online multiplayer shooter on controller, you're getting horked. I don't care if you've been playing story game shooters all your fucking life. You've been playing every other COD on campaign mode. You're getting horked. The talent differential is insane. Like, oh my god,
we have to give credit to the mouse and keyboard players because think about the Valorant talent levels.
Oh yeah, there's a very large gap too. Like the people, like even in Apex keyboard and mouse players, like there's pretty good people in the scene. But Ace, what is his name? Ace or whatever his name.
Yeah,
he is probably the most talented keyboard and mouse player I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, he has mastered keyboard and mouse on that game in all aspects. Ninja is another one. Everybody hates Ninja, but you gotta give it to him. The guy's talented at mouse and
Tyler
keyboard.
Blevins, all my homies say Tyler Blevins.
He is. You gotta give him credit, bro. Dr. Disrespect.
We love Doc, the two-time. He's done it
like
on
these
controller,
people,
he's done it on
the
mouse
talent
and keyboard.
differential. What I was just watching Valorant comp because it popped up in my page. Sentinel versus 100 Thieves or whatever. What was his name?
Yeah.
Tens?
Tens, yes. Tens is crazy.
Tens is talented as shit.
Tens, you need to join 100 Thieves. That's all I'm going to say. You need to join 100 Thieves. Listen, your girlfriend's part of 100 Thieves. Why don't you join 100 Thieves? You're fucking
You did shit on the keyboard
player.
and mouse players wonder, but that's because you're talented. That's Sal.
Whoa,
Also,
no, that's Logan's talent. You got my ego. You don't have my talent. You have Logan's talent.
Nah. But regardless, the skill differential is there between both, but I would say if a controller player versus a mouse and keyboard player was to go up against each other, as from personal experience of having to play against mouse and keyboard players, 99 times out of 10, keyboard and mouse is winning. If they have if they have fingers.
I like having your ego. It's the best fucking thing to have. Swear to God.
Yo, we're the moms.
Listen, I'm gonna open up Crim6's post and I'm gonna post something on screen. All right. I hope that's okay with you.
No, it's all good.
Because I think this is fucking hysterical and needs to be seen. Unless he took it down. I think he might have taken it down.
Did he? He probably did because he probably got fined. All right. So to keep the whole vibe going here, I think that everybody needs to be. It's the same thing with the whole console race thing. You know, remember, like that was like the most prevalent thing.
Why you keep talking? All right. I just want to let you know that.
Do you remember that?
What?
The whole console race thing, like Xbox versus PlayStation, and then there was the fucking PC kids out in the corner. Do you remember that?
I'm sorry. I just hope this on my stream.
Wait.
Listen, bro. Listen. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Crim would have this guy fucking relentlessly.
Absolutely.
In the ring, just on controller versus mouse and keyboard.
Ninja ratioed my career.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're close enough to read this, I'm about to fuck you up. Like, dude, that's fucking Ian Crim6 Porter. That's the fucking Porterhouse. Versus this guy. This fucking guy. Look at him. Look at the keyboard across his chest. That's kind of fire, though. and the mouse right there. Victory Royale. Rest in peace, Tilted. You know, whoever did this, I think it was Gersh, right? Yeah. Shout out to Gersh, man. Gersh is the socials for the subliners, which, you know, this is actually, I could segue this right into CDL, Logan, if you'd like to jump to it.
No, we got to talk about Vanguard first.
Listen, why don't we end it with Vanguard? Because I could put perfect segue. Because
okay, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead for it.
All right, we're gonna straight segue this because shout out to Gersh for making this. Gersh is, you know, the socials manager for the subliners, which obviously Crim6 Ian Porter, 3-time world champ, most winningest player of all time, is rumored to go to. You know, he'll be joining the New York subliners with Clayster, Neptune, and I believe it is Hydra. That's
you said
four.
Crim is?
Yeah, dude, Crim, Clayster, Hydra, and Neptune for Florida. That's gonna be a nice squad. I think Crim and Clay's expertise and experience is gonna help, you know, the young Hydra and Neptune kind of form. Same thing that they did in Dallas Empire with Shotzi, Illy, you know, Hugh. Obviously, Hugh's been in it, but that's gonna be crazy. And for those of you guys who are watching this and have no clue what the fuck a CDL is, CDL is a Call of Duty League. All right, the Call of Duty League is not franchised. You know, they've got, you know, the set cities. Obviously, I'm in a Chicago Huntsman shirt. They're no longer the Chicago Huntsman. They were the Chicago Optic, but that's no longer. There is no longer a Chicago Optic.
Wait, what happened?
Rumors, allegedly. Let me say this allegedly before I start throwing things out there.
Wait, is 100 Thieves merging with...
Listen. I'm going to start throwing some... Should I just start with the fucking rumors? Some have been announced, some have not. All right, Chicago. It's no longer Chicago Optic. Optic is merging with the one and only. Take the El Clasico, Envy vs. Optic, put them together. The Dallas Optic. New roster, Shotzi, Illy, Dashy, Scump. That thing is streaky. That
Wait,
team
so they
is
got rid
streaky.
of they got rid of Empire?
They're getting rid of Empire. They're going to pull in Optic. Because Optic doesn't want to be a part of, I guess, Hex doesn't want to be a part of, you know, the NRG system that they had in Chicago. 100% do what you got to do, right? So
Yeah, didn't they all move to Dallas anyways?
Yes. So they're going to be the Dallas Optic instead of Dallas Empire. It's going to be Shotzi, Illy, Dashy, and Scump. That team on paper is disgusting.
Yeah, on paper. But we all know, you know, it's like the whole thing with Golden State after a while.
That team could rival Atlanta FaZe. That sub-duo, Scump and Shotzi versus Simp and Abizi, that's fucking amazing to watch.
Yeah, that could be a really, really good lineup, actually.
Where I think they get hurt, their main AR situation. You have Dashy, who in Black Ops 4 was one of the best flexes in the game. He was a top 3 player, top 4 player in the game. But he's going to be main AR next year. Illy's going to be your flex. That's where I think you lose it. If you take your best flex, one of the best flexes we've seen in the game, and move him to main AR, and then you take another, you know, Illy, who's secondary AR, he's going to play flex. He might struggle. He's the weakest link on this team. But I have a lot of faith. He brings a lot of S&D mind. I think this team is going to be very good on paper. Once again, these are all rumors. And you know what? I'm just going to continue with the rumors, Logan. I'm going to let you just keep being mind blown. So we have Atlanta FaZe. They're not making any changes, obviously.
No, they have a stacked roster right now. Yeah.
They won champs. They are the best team in the world right now, right? Yeah. Atlanta FaZe is very fucking talented. Let's see. The second team that's not making any changes, I'll go through them first. The Toronto Ultra, who plays second at champs. Their teamwork has led them to what they were. They made a complete turnaround.
They did good. I thought they were like having a struggle for a really long time.
They were. They dropped Methods, who is one of my favorite players in the game. Shout out to Methods, the Italian Zinni. Love you, Zin. We'll be talking about you next. But they replaced him with Insight. Insight came in. He dropped 19 in an S&D against, I don't know who it was against. Maybe Atlanta? I'm not exactly sure. I might be wrong.
19 is a big number for an S&D game.
20 is Crim's record. He dropped 19 on a Miami S&D. Miami!
Oh, God. I hate that fucking map. Oh, dude, you just gave me PTSD.
That was his debut game. Shout out to Insight. Listen, Toronto, you guys turned it around. You were second best team in the league last year. Let's see if you guys' teamwork and everything could move to next year and translate to the same as what you did last year. I think you guys can rival FaZe. You guys need to put a couple things together. Apparently. You guys don't have a superstar. That's the thing. Toronto doesn't have a superstar. You guys have great fucking teamwork, and you guys are all very talented. You guys
because what you've mentioned so far is that Atlanta FaZe and the supposed Dallas Optic have like an entire team of superstars. I mean, Shotzi and Illy.
Dude, look at FaZe, top to bottom.
Yeah, top to bottom, they're racked out.
Celium, Arcides. That's a fucking. If you took any of those players, they'd be the best player on each team.
Yeah.
Put Simp on any other team, he'll be the best sub on the team. Abizi, he'll probably be the best sub on the team. I think if you want me personally, they're 1 and 2 in the sub category. 1 and 2, respectively. You want to talk about ARs? Okay, maybe Octane has Arcedy's beat. Who the fuck else?
Octane is
maybe
nasty,
Insight.
bro.
Maybe Insight has a beat.
Octane's fucking filthy.
But that's about it, dude. Arcedy's is a top 4, top 5 AR. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are a good ass team. You want to talk about the LAG Gorillas? So the LAG Gorillas, I want to say their new roster is Huke, Slasher. Oh my god, I'm missing 2. Their team is pretty good on paper. It's
Huke's gonna be a good addition for them.
Listen, let me.
Was that a recent change, or did they play in Cold War?
So Huke was on LA Thieves. He got dropped, obviously. Kind of went through some things, but he definitely, was a big part of that.
He's still pretty young too, right?
Oh yeah, Huke's young.
Because I knew Shotzi and Ilya at the time in Modern Warfare were like rooks, but I think they've had enough time to develop to where I'm like, that could be a good team, like in Dallas.
So I don't know how far I have to scroll to find this, but basically this LAG team is supposed to be Slasher, Huke.
Slasher's your weakest link.
Slasher's a leader. That's the thing. Slasher is a leader.
Yeah.
That's why I'm interested with this team, because they are he's a complete leader. I'm
just because is he gonna play main AR again? That's his position, right?
Okay, so I figured it out. Right, yeah. Slasher's gonna be the main AR. So Slasher, who has been a talented main AR his whole career, top 4, top 5 AR his whole career, respectively. It's going to be Slasher, Huke, Asim, and Gunless. That is a team that on paper is talented, but it depends on how it translates. That's the biggest thing. Obviously, Huke had his setback this year. He was on Dallas Empire, got released, went to LA Thieves. He started, got dropped, he got hit the bench. He didn't play the rest of the year. He came out and said, he was on Adderall. Whatever he said, came out with all the stuff. He was on Adderall through champs, everything like that. The thing is that I respect about Huke is he's young, but he was able to own up to his mistakes.
Yeah, I can respect that. I think anybody who owns up deserves another chance.
Listen, he didn't play the rest of the year. Like, he took his fucking punishment. He didn't play the rest of the year.
I'm sure he got
back
fined
with a
too.
chip on his shoulder. He guaranteed got fined. It's a fucking CDO. They fine you for saying stupid shit. Oh my god, you called the Seattle Surge the Seattle Sound? Fine. $3 million. Gimme. What? Fucking stupid.
Yeah, poor Scump was going through it. What was it? Between Modern Warfare and Cold War?
Octane got fined a lot in MW. But what I will say, I'm going to bring this up now because let me shout out Octane. Octane, you've been going through it. Seattle Surge for 2 years. The fucking shittiest team in the league. One of.
They were popping start at MW.
They were the worst.
No, I'm thinking of subliners, maybe?
Yeah, subliners. They were ass. Okay, Seattle Surge, fucking dog shit. Respectively. Respect. Whatever the fuck the word is, okay? I'm not gonna fucking sit here and worry about my fucking vocabulary, my grammar. Seattle Surge, dog shit. Dog shit, okay? Listen, Octane, I respect that you never wanted to go back. I would never fucking be there in the first place. Ooh. If Seattle Surge offered me a contract, I might take it just because I suck at the game. But aside from that, I wouldn't. If I was good, I wouldn't take it. What the fuck? But Octane, I respect it. You stuck it out. You dealt with that shit. And now look at you. You're back at home. LA Thieves. Welcome to the Los Angeles Thieves, Octane. And that team is looking like Octane, Kenny, Draza, and bring in the AI Envoy, Mr. Dylan Envoy. Route Man gets paid himself. Joining LA Thieves. That's it.
I'm a little worried about Kenny on that sheet.
What? Listen, here's the thing.
But you gotta remember, this is coming from a person who didn't watch any Cold War CDO.
Alright, but let me bring this to you, right? Who was the best player in World War II? There was 2 of them that were tied at the best player. It's Kenny and TJ Halley. Vanguard.
TJ Halley?
Yeah, TJ Halley was one of the best players in World War II. Vanguard is World War II, copy and paste. This is Kenny's year. You mix him with Dylan Envoy, talented. Draza, he earned his stripes. Draza came out last year as a sub, and he performed like a god. He earned his spot this whole year. Draza, you are a fucking goat for what I witnessed. You could have been replaced by anybody. They had Hugh on the bench. They had TJ Halley on the bench. You could have been replaced at any time. Slasher, whatever. And they kept you because you earned that shit. Okay? And Envoy, dude, he's going to slide out. He's going to bait, which means Kenny's going to go nuts. And Octane's back at home at LA Thieves. That team's going to look like, I'm excited. I am excited.
You should be. That just sounds like a good team off the rip. Also, I apologize to the stream and audio listeners if you hear my fucking dog rampaging in the back.
I actually do not hear your dog at all.
Really? My mic was activating like on Discord.
I didn't hear it. I might have been too in like depth with my thoughts that I didn't.
Nah, it's all good. Okay, so like I said, so for me personally, this is coming from a person who had to watch Kenny kind of struggle for a little bit in terms of MW. He had a really rough year, and if we're talking in terms of concept, I mean, Vanguard's being made on Modern Warfare's engine. And then what is he playing flex?
He's gonna be their flex probably. Jaws is
Because I imagine Envoy's gonna be the main sub.
Yep.
Octane obviously main AR.
Yep.
And who did you say?
Draza, who was their flex last year, but they moved Kenny to a flex, so I'm excited to see how this pans out because Kenny was a good flex. I
remember him being pretty solid in BO4.
Kenny was very talented in World War II and BO4. Kenny was very, very talented. And Draza earned his stripes in MW and Cold War. I will say, I think he performed great.
Okay. So what's did Minnesota Rocker make any changes?
Actually, that's funny enough. There's 3 teams that didn't make a change. Atlanta FaZe, which they won the World Championship. Why would you make a change? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. On top of that, you have Toronto Ultra, who came second. Why make a change? You guys played great all year. Minnesota Rocker, who won one tournament all year, which one of the craziest comebacks. Down 0-4 to Toronto Ultra, came back 5 straight and won it. That's still the craziest shit. They were down 0-4 in a best of 9. Came back and won it. Shout out to Minnesota Rocker. Obviously Accuracy, who's no longer a part of Minnesota Rocker. That team is Attach, Major Maniac, Standy, and Priesta, I believe. Yes.
Maybe they didn't make a change. But that team isn't bad.
That team's not bad, but listen, I think they're a middle-of-the-pack team, and with a lot, like LA Thieves right now, with their roster change, they're better than them. Dallas Optic, they're better than them. A lot of these teams with roster changes are better. I think that the New York Subliners with Clay, Krim, Neptune, and Hydra are going to be better than them. That's the thing is, Minnesota Rocker, you didn't make a change. You had a good team. You guys performed well with Standy. Before that, not so much. Replacing Accuracy, sometimes I wonder why. I think Accuracy is a better AR than Major Maniac overall. But you guys do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your team.
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, this is all just perspective. We'll have to see how they actually perform in the end. What about Paris Legion and London Royal Ravens?
Okay, so London Royal Ravens are going with an all-EU team. They picked up Astro, Astro My Afro, whatever his name is. He played this year. He came in. He was a rookie. He played very well. They're bringing back Trey Zero. He's back. They have a guy named Gizmo on the team, and the last is Daft Patty. I'm not exactly sure who their last is, but they have an all-EU team. I'm excited to see them. I don't know how good they're going to be. Once again, I don't know how great they're going to be. I don't know if they're going to be in the middle of the pack or they're going to be at the bottom again. But the fact that they went with an London, Europe team, that excites me because, it's the London Royal Ravens. They stuck with that theme. I respect that 100%.
Yeah, I respect that. 100%.
Paris Legion, there has been no roster mania at all. They've been silent. Some people have. It's been rumored that Paris Legion is gone. Somebody else is coming in with the new spot. The Chicago spot. I heard that it's moving from Chicago to Washington. And I heard, rumor has it, a little birdie in my ear, that Washington's key player, their starter, their star, I guess, their leader, it's my guy, Anthony Zinni Methods. I'm excited for that, man. Methods needs to be in this league. Methods was Toronto's best player.
There's a lot of people that just aren't in circulation that I heard.
Yeah.
So what happened to Neville Longbottom? Did he retire?
JCap. Yes.
Yeah, Neville Longbottom.
JCap is the coach for LA Thieves.
Okay.
He was.
I'm glad Nebelong glad I made it somewhere.
Yeah, he's a coach of LA Thieves. I want to say, let me see. Accuracy. Accuracy left Minnesota Rocket. He got dropped last year. After getting 1v3 against Optic, winning round 11, you dropped him. But whatever. Listen, you guys do your own thing. But Accuracy is a leader in a new team. Accuracy, welcome to the Seattle Surge. They're pairing you up with Mac, Sib, and what's his name? Pred. I guess Pred has been a star. I don't know much about Pred. That's one guy I don't know. Sib is very fucking talented. Sib has been in the AM scene. He was a part of Atlanta FaZe. He's a very talented kid. I think he's gonna come in and be a star. His duo was Mac for a while. You know, they used to run what's it called? They used to run LAN events together, local LANs. So now they're back together on a team in the Pro League. You know, that's a Cinderella story that I would love to see. And Accuracy's back in the league. You know, a fresh start. Seattle Surge, listen, Seattle Surge, you've been dog shit for 2 years. Let's see if you bring young guys in with Accuracy, who's going to be your leader. You know, Accuracy's the Iceman. And I mean, let's see if you guys can turn it around. I don't know if that team's going to be, you know, I don't think that team's going to be top 5 team, being completely honest with you. But I think
it'll
they
take
could
some
win
time to get
more.
things sorted out for him, though.
100%.
I'm willing to bet that they could have some.
They have
some
the
interesting
talent.
players.
They have the talent. I think they could be a good team. It's just going to take the work.
Where's my boy Pristini?
Pristini is not on a roster. Yeah.
He hasn't been signed anywhere.
Pristini is not on a roster.
Is he gonna? Does he want to compete again?
So I don't think that.
Or do you think he's a part of an alleged new team?
I think he's gonna be a sub team, or a sub player to a team.
Interesting.
But obviously the Dallas Optic merger, that's gonna be a crazy team. Let me click on this roster mania tracker, get the full list real quick. Because a lot of players change teams. That's the crazy part about this offseason. A lot of players, you know, change teams. They're doing whatever. Confirmed. Looney is the coach. This is just confirmed today, actually.
Looney's
going to coach Minnesota Rocker.
Okay.
We have a confirmed. Obviously, Ultra is the same exact team. Cammy, Kleenex, Bance, Insight. Confirmed LAG, Slasher, Hugh, Kasim, and Gunless. Confirmed Seattle Surge is Mac, Accuracy, Sib, and Pred. Mutineers, rumor, is going to be Havoc, Awakening, Skies, and Dav Patty. Obviously, they lost Neptune. I told you Neptune was going to be going to NYSL. This is a rumor. They're going to replace him with Dav Patty, who is an AM player who's been very good. I'm excited to see that team. I don't think Florida's going to be a superstar with Havoc, Awakening, Skies, and Dav Patty. I don't think that's going to be a fucking upset team. I think they could be a couple of top teams. I don't think they're going to be a really big contender, though.
Probably not right now. They'll probably make a move later in off-season of the end of Vanguard.
LA Thieves, confirmed Envoy, Jazza, Kenny, Octane, as I said.
Yeah.
Rumor, Clayster, Hydra, Neptune, and Crim.
Yep, that's another god team.
So, okay, the London roster is Afro, Nasty, Gizmo, and Zero. So Trey is going to be back in the league. That I'm excited for. Paris Legion have made no moves at all. We have no clue if Paris is even going to be a team. But Dylan Theory is going to be the coach still. They did extend his contract to be the coach, but they have no players as of right now. Which, you know, leaves a lot of speculation because you have guys like Vivid. Vivid's a free agent. John's a free agent. Looney is a free agent. I don't know, guys like Haggy, Methods, those guys are all free agents. You know what I mean? They were on a team, no longer on a team. There's been a lot of guys getting dropped and rotated who aren't on a team at all. Now, this is where if you're a team that's like Paris, who doesn't want to give the fucking Supermax out, dude, sign one of these guys. One of these guys that can't make it on the team, give them a contract. They'll take whatever you can give.
Yeah, just build a fucking roster.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could build a roster off of some of... I'm not even going to call them scrap players because that's not even fair. Some of these guys are fucking talented.
Yeah.
But some of these guys, like, if you threw Methods a contract and paired him with Vivid and TJ Halley, who's not on the team. Like,
TJ Halley's not on the team?
Dude, TJ's not on the team. Vivid's not on the team. Like, right there, Methods, Vivid, and TJ Halley, that's a big three right there. That's a team that I think is middle of the pack.
Especially considering that TJ Halley has the potential, because you just said that he was great in fucking World War II. This is another World War II game.
He was good in Black Ops 4 too. He was not bad.
No, by no sense of the word, he was not bad.
And he started Cold War as a stud too. That's one thing people forget. He started Cold War as a stud. I still do not know why he got dropped.
Wasn't there a lot of speculation, like even with Dashy in Cold War, wasn't there like a problem?
Yeah, no passion problem. That's what Envoy actually came out and said that. Dashy has no passion. Formal, who obviously retired, he said he had no passion. Formal admitted that though. Formal said it plenty of times. He said I had no passion. It's not like Formal hit anything. I don't think Formal really wanted to do this anymore.
I couldn't imagine not. I mean, he was getting a shit ton of hate for a while. I mean, a lot of people were bullying him about his weight because, skinny.
Dude,
Formal.
Big sexy. That's big sexy.
But F4F, man, or H4F.
H4F.
Yeah.
But there are definitely a lot of guys that are free agents right now that are just out there. John, Venom, Diamond Con, Methods, Zed, who retired, but Alex, Shawnee, Paul X, Chino, Apathy's a free agent, Mental, Assault, Silly, fuck Silly. TJ Halley, Zaptius, Temp is a free agent, Aqua's a free agent, Scraps is a free agent.
Yeah, there's plenty of people to build a fucking roster.
Classic, Classic, Pristini. These guys are all free agents. You know what I mean? Like, dude, there's guys out there. Go scoop some players. Like, you guys can build a good roster. Listen, think about this roster. Methods, TJ Halley, Vivid, and Temp. That's a fucking good team. That's not a bad team at all. That team may not be a top 3 team. No, but they'll be a middle of the pack team for sure. You're going to be already better than Seattle Surge. Put Temp on a flex. TJ and Vivid at the subs. Let Vivid be the bait sub, do it all sub, and let TJ be your star. Like he was in World War II. Let him be your star. Methods, you're great AR, dude. Keep doing what you got to do. Temp, you've been a great player your whole career. Just go be a stud with these guys. Like, if I'm a team, I'm building that for right there. If none of them have jobs, they're not going to take they're not going to be looking for a crazy contract. Even you could sub out one of them. If you don't want to get Vivid and TJ Halley, pick up Apathy. Dude, there's so many options. Pristini's out there. You can get any of these guys and pick them up.
100%. And yeah. Okay. So, moving towards the next question I have. Who are you suspecting to be top 3?
Top 3? So, this is tough. It's always tough to kind of throw like a
just a
prediction
gambling
top 3.
Prediction.
But Atlanta FaZe, it's tough to end up saying that they're ever gonna drop, dude. Those 4 guys are all super talented players.
Yeah.
Atlanta FaZe is gonna be a top team. Toronto Ultra, their teamwork ridiculous. I still think they're gonna be a top 3 team. If they're not, they're gonna be top 4. Okay. Dallas Optic, that merger, they're gonna be a top 3 team. If not, as I said with Toronto Ultra, top 4. That's the thing. I'm not gonna give you top 3. I'm gonna give you top 4. It's easier to do. It's easier to do because the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all interchangeable, in my opinion. I think Atlanta's gonna be 1. You then have Dallas Optic, LA Thieves, and Toronto Ultra, who I all think will be rotational. Not only that, dude, fucking New York Subliners with Crim and Clay, Neptune, and Hydra. That's going to be a good team. Like, it's tough to say. I think my top 4 would be LA Thieves, Optic, FaZe, and Ultra in any order you want to put them.
Yeah.
I think that's the fairest thing. I think Atlanta FaZe is 1 automatically, but I think it's fair to say.
I think I'm going to shoot with I don't see Atlanta FaZe dropping anytime soon. Unless their opening week is just absolutely horseshit. I don't see them having any potential of dropping out of the top, at least top 2.
Yeah.
Second, I'm probably gonna say New York.
Really?
Crim has a habit of.
Really?
Yeah. Crim has a really good habit of being a really good leader.
So does Clay. When putting them together.
Yeah. But I'm going to go with New York second. Them two, It's just that team looks way too good on paper. 3. I'm gonna go with Dallas, the Dallas Optic merger. The reason I put them 3 instead of 2 is because
There's
Shotzi and
There's role issues with that team.
a lot. And is Dashi? Where's Dashi at? He's in
Dashi's
Dallas.
going to be the main AR. Yes. See what I'm saying? There's role issues. Illy can't run main AR. Dashi is the best flex. He should be your flex. But because Illy can't, Dashi's going to be your main AR.
Dashi has to
Shotzi and
be.
Scump play the same fucking role. Which one's going to be the bait sub now? You're going to take Shotzi, who's one of the best subs, and Scump, who was a very good sub. Who's going to bait? Who's going to bait for who? Who's sliding in first? That was Envoy's job. That was Vivid's job. Now look. Now what are you going to do? So they're in a shit spot. There's role issues, but if they could figure out the role issues and use the talent of that team, they're a fucking great team. Great team.
Okay. So for the number, so like I said, there's, like you mentioned, role issues. We don't know if Dashi's gonna have the fucking passion this year, so I think that'll be an issue as well. I'm gonna say Shotzi and Illy. I mean, they're still relatively young, but they've been in the league enough to where they're really solid.
One
But
of the
yeah,
top players in the league. Illy, not so much. He was the weakest link on Dallas. He's going to be the weakest link on Optic, for sure.
he's definitely gonna have to learn to play flex extremely well, because wasn't Scump playing flex?
No.
I thought he was flex for a while.
Formal's main AR, Dashi was the flex.
Oh, that makes sense.
Scump
Yeah.
the subs.
Okay, so I can't imagine that Scump is gonna switch.
You know,
Unless he's just like crazy
he did
cracked.
say he likes to play flex, but Illy's also a flex, so.
Yeah, someone on the team is gonna have to either learn how to fucking play AR really well.
It's gonna be Dashi's gonna run their main AR, guaranteed. He's probably one of their most talented players. I think he's their most talented player. Overall talent, raw talent, it's Dashi. I think second is Shotzi. Scump is at the end of his career. I love Scump. You Scump fans are gonna sit here and be like, "Oh my God, no, Scump's in his prime still." No, he's fucking not, dude. Scump is gonna retire in the next 3 years, 2 years maybe. Scump is not washed, but he's washed. Scump is not the best sub in the game anymore. Scump is not a top 3 sub in the game anymore. He might be top 5, maybe. He's not better than Simp Abizi. He's not better than Shotzi. I still think Envoy is better than him.
Yeah, 100%. In terms of talent at their age,
current talent right now, yes, Envoy is better than him. Standy, I think Standy's better than him too. Standy had a great rookie season. I'm excited to see what he does.
Just has a lot of hype behind him, and he brings a lot of fans.
Because he's the king. He's been in the league for a while. He's very talented. He's always been very talented. But listen, that's like Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. Argue with a fucking wall. I don't care. But he is not the most talented quarterback in the game right now. If you think that, you are stupid. Age has kicked in. Patrick Mahomes is a overall more talented quarterback. Lamar,
I would even say Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I was about to say Lamar Jackson, maybe not better talent-wise. See, being better and more talented are not the exact same thing. You could have better stats. You can have better record, whatever it is. But you can be more talented
in terms
overall.
of growth. Okay, so let's put it this way, right? If you put Tom Brady at the age he was at and the amount of time that he was at when Lamar Jackson was like as Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes right now, because they came in the league at the same time, right?
Yeah. Okay, in their primes, Tom Brady is better than all of them.
100%.
But at current age, they're better.
I would even, because the game has changed so much too, and the time that Tom Brady has been in the league.
Josh Allen's better than Tom Brady.
100%.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. You could argue Aaron Rodgers. At current state. Current state, it's an argument. Current state. Aaron Rodgers has a better arm than Tom Brady right now. It's tough, but listen, you got to understand. Brady's jersey is right next to me. Tom Brady is right here to my left, and he's to my right. I got his jersey, and I got 2 fucking posters of him to my left and right. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Aaron Rodgers is more talented than him right now.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that. Anyways,
Debate a wall, man. Debate a wall.
fuck, we got so far off topic. I forgot what we even.
I know we're fucking 50 minutes in, and I feel like we're talking about football now. This was a CDL podcast. What the fuck?
So definitely my number 3 pick has to be Dallas Optic Merger, just because of the role positions and in terms of passion.
That's why they're not top 2. That's how much talent this team has. You are putting them at 3 with talent and role issues. Think about that. They are so good on
paper. On paper. Let that be said. This is completely just on paper. Listening to names and their talent wise, they have the potential to be a top 3 team for sure. I ranked New York Subliners above them because I think their roster just looks better. That's my opinion. 4, I think LA Thieves is gonna have to be the 4 slot.
Yeah, I would give them
that. For me, at least, that team looks really has the potential to be fucking great on paper. That's my 4.
Yeah. Well, what do we have different? I had Toronto in there. You had New York in there. But I brought up New York.
I think Toronto, their problem for me is, don't get me wrong, there are some great teams that don't have like
a superstar.
Yeah, a great superstar in any league. What was it for a long time? God damn it, who was it? You could argue, like, remember when the Jazz, when Rudy Gobert, the Defensive Player of the Year, was like their star.
Yeah, and that's all he was. He was just Defensive Player of the Year. He was no superstar. He couldn't score. He couldn't play both sides of the ball. He was a defender.
Don't get me wrong. He had like Gordon Hayward with him, but Gordon Hayward is a mid-tier star.
No. Jazz Gordon Hayward was a star, not a superstar. He was a star.
Yeah, I'm saying he was a star, not super.
Not mid-tier. No, he was mid-tier when he got to Boston. That motherfucker. He came to my fucking team.
He decided his fucking leg.
Yeah, stupid motherfucker. Heal. All right, I'm done with that. Before I get angry, I'm a fucking Boston fan, and I'm already getting pissed off. Kemba Walker's another one. Fuck you, Kemba. Kyrie, fuck you. You motherfuckers.
All right, let it go. Anyways,
all right.
Jazz didn't have an absolute superstar to build the team around, but they were still contending to a degree.
They were.
Their teamwork was good. Their teamwork was great.
That's exactly like Toronto Ultra.
That is exactly what the Toronto Ultra is. They all have potential to be great. Their teamwork is there, but I think teamwork is only going to get you so far.
Okay, you know what? I should say this because I feel like I'm not giving Cammy enough credit. Cammy was second in MVP voting this year, so I should say they do have a superstar in Cammy, and their teamwork is fucking ridiculous.
Their teamwork is ridiculous, but
I don't think Cammy's just a star. I think if you put Cammy in another team without the teamwork, Cammy's not second on MVP voting. It's simple as that. Their teamwork let Cammy be a fucking superstar. Not that Cammy is a superstar. Their teamwork made Cammy a superstar. Same thing with Kleenex. Kleenex performed way better with their teamwork. Kleenex isn't a fucking superstar. Hell no. If you think Kleenex is a superstar, debate a fucking wall once again.
So this is my thing. Atlanta FaZe, great teamwork, great communication, great strategy, and literally the most stacked roster on the team. Like out of all the leagues.
100%. With a great coach. Crowder is a great coach. He was
a great coach. Like they are stacked to the brim. Nobody's beating them.
Yes. They have the Bill Belichick of Call of Duty.
Yes. As of right now, yes. There's no fucking chance. Debate a wall. Kick rocks, bitch. I don't care.
Everybody debate a fucking wall. Everything we say is final in this fucking podcast, okay? Debate a fucking wall.
New York Subliners, they have so much talent, so many superstars. It's ridiculous.
I'd gun Krim out of his gaming boots. No cap.
Yeah.
And Clay too. I'd send them both to an early retirement.
Either way, you can't argue that both Krim and Clay, being the vets, are still balling like they're in their prime. Granted, they've slacked off a little bit.
Dude, Krim is the LeBron of the Call of Duty League.
Yes, he will not give up. He will not croak. He is the villain. And I love it.
He ages like
But
fine wine. This dude gets better every year. He dropped a .3 or .2, .4, whatever it was at Black Ops 4 Champs. He dropped a .98 in fucking MW Champs and won MVP.
yeah, like he's getting good. He's getting better. Crim and Clay as a duo together as the vets. That's two like ultra stars.
Listen,
in my eyes.
I don't think people take into consideration knowledge. If
These guys have imagine how many games they fucking played.
Listen, if you're a young superstar, maybe let me not say that. If you're a young star, if you're young, you're coming to the Call of Duty League, you're talented, very, very talented. Like, this is one thing. If they ever brought a rookie into Optic Chicago or Dallas Optic, whatever the team is, right? If you brought a rookie into that, the rookie is never gonna be that good. Scump is not like Crim and Clay. He has the experience. He does not have the knowledge, and he doesn't have the coaching ability that Crim and Clay have. They make everyone around them better. They made Shotzi, Hugh, and Illy the talented kids that they are. Those three had their talent. Crim and Clay molded them.
Because you got to think too. Is Crim NAR or is Clay? Or is Clay playing flex? I imagine Clay has to be playing flex.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Dude, New York's going to have a role issue.
One.
Who's going to slide in first, Neptune or Hydra? Oh my god, No, New York has a role issue too. New York has too many ARs.
I'm willing to bet you...
The thing is, I think if Clay and Crim get their hands on this team...
But they've had that issue before.
Yeah, but I think if Crim and Clay... See, in MW, you can get away with too many ARs. You can't in a 4v4. You can't have two slow ARs in a 4v4. So I think Clay has to be the flex. Crim is not fast enough to play a flex.
No, I mean, his age shows. In that sense.
That's the thing is, Clay's doesn't, Crim's does. That's one big thing. Crim is very, very talented. Like I said before, most chips, most winningest player of all time.
Yeah, he's insane.
His age has showed. Clay's
in terms of reaction time.
Dude, Clay was New York's best player this year. Imagine being that age. Clay's what? 26 years old, 28, 27, 28. He's in that range. He's not old. He's old in Call of Duty terms.
Yeah, he's absolutely.
Guys retire at 27, 28, 26.
How old's Crim?
27, 28. They're the same age. Him and Clay are I think the same age or a year apart. Scump is 26, right? So that means Clay and Crim are 27 or 28.
Okay.
I don't fucking know.
So for me, those two, you're right. Crim, I imagine Crim is going to be playing man AR.
I just don't think he can keep up as a flex.
No, absolutely not. And I think Clay still can.
Yes.
My thing is, the reason I put them so high is because you have literally two veteran superstars that have been superstars a majority of their career.
Their whole career. Neither one of them have ever fallen off. Listen, Crim and Clay were both part of a dynasty team. Crim was a part of two dynasty teams, and they've never slowed down. Clay kept going to other teams and getting better. He went to Optic and Ghost and was good. He was very, very good in Optic.
Yeah.
He went on to go to FaZe. FaZe rivaled Optic in the dynasty years. Clay has always been great. Crim, always been great. Yeah, they've had great players around them, but they've still been great themselves.
I think the reason why I put them in second, like the whole reason for that, is because of those two.
They're going to
make everybody around.
They're going to make the whole team better.
Yes, absolutely. They have so much experience under the belt. Crim might not have the reaction time, but he will make the players around him more knowledgeable of the game. And just because he's slow doesn't mean he can't fucking pre-aim shit and predict. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Number 3, I said Dallas. The whole Dallas Optic merger is going to be... It's kind of hard to say. They have so much talent on the team. Shotzi and Illy being the new up and... would you consider Illy a superstar, or would you consider him like...
No, Illy is not at a superstar. Here's the thing, though. One thing I will say about this Optic Dallas squad, Dallas Optic, whatever their name is, people don't understand. Illy is probably more mature than every player on this team. Illy is very smart. Like, that's the thing. Illy is a student of the game, I will say. He's going to come into this team.
He's trying to improve.
He's going to be, even if he's not the most talented on this team, he's the weakest link in talent terms. He's probably the most mature on the team right now. Between
Well, that'll be a good factor.
Shotzi, I think Illy's the most mature on the team. Scump is mature in an IRL level. When it comes to in-game, that dude fucked around all year.
Yeah, but the whole team was lacking passion.
True.
And you gotta, T2P, his own duo was not having the passion, so, you kind of follow suit.
Yeah, but you know what? We can't blame that either because in Black Ops 4, Krim said it multiple times. Because of TJ Halley and Dashy's passion, Scumps fell off too because they didn't give a fuck. So if that's gonna happen, if Scump's that type of veteran, if Dashy and Shotzi don't care, Scump's not gonna care. Like if Illy wasn't mature and Dashy and Illy start fucking around, Scump's just gonna fuck around with him. That's the way he is.
I have a feeling that Illy's gonna be their strongest anchor, or their strongest rock out of the whole group. I think Scump will be a decent teacher in terms of, like being the vet. I think he'll be a great vet. I think he'll do great as he always does as a sub. I think Shotzi will shine
Scump,
this
I'd
year.
have you fucking horrendously.
But I think Illy will be a really strong anchor for them in terms of, getting a fucking grip.
Yeah. But
Dashy is definitely their weakest link in passion right now.
What I'm going to say, Logan, as much as I am definitely not completely here right now, we have hit the hour mark, so we should be moving on to the,
Ooh, yeah.
We kind of been talking about this. We do want to talk about Vanguard a little bit. Logan, thoughts on Vanguard?
Okay. So this I'm gonna run through this really fucking quick. I didn't play the game at all. I did not play open beta whatsoever. Did not care to. Just didn't feel like it. Mostly because I was reading and informing myself on this shit. My reason for not playing the beta at all is because COD to me is a rabbit hole of content creation that I want to stay away from because the oversaturated population of content creators and streamers and YouTubers in that area, and my kind of content does just not match the kind of viewership is searching for in a streamer in that genre. But from what I read and from overall standpoint, I read that the Vanguard beta was pretty good.
It was. I think it was good.
I heard it was good. Obviously, people were saying they really liked the visuals. Like the campaign trailer looked really, literally like a fucking movie. And
I liked it for one reason. Now, not everybody knows this. Some people do. If you do, you don't. Whatever. I'm gonna say it again. World War II was the first year that I took a break from competitive Call of Duty. I was very, very good. I played with IRLs, but I was very, very, very good. MW. Obviously, to the guys who know me, you probably met me in MW because that's where I made a name for myself. That's where I did everything for myself. I was the best at MW than I was at any other COD. Talent-wise, no, but with stats and placements and earnings, MW was my year.
Homie was good. Homie was good at fucking MW.
I think I was better at Cold War. I think I was better at Black Ops 4, but
Cold War felt like an easier game.
Yeah, it did. But placements, earnings, everything like that, I was much better when it came to MW. You're going to take World War II, which I was very good at. You're going to take MW, which I think I was very good at. Put them together. Listen, in the beta, in the beginning, I was like, this game fucking sucks. After a couple days playing with it, and I got used to it. Dude, I hadn't played any COD. I finally got on the beta. I sucked the first day. As soon as I got used to it, I was back.
Back like you never left, huh?
Back. What are you gonna do? Like, I'm fucking back. You know what I mean? Me and Big Tony, me and Methods. Maybe we call Zuma, get a full Italian roster coming.
That'd be kind of sick.
Dude, we're about to have the AC Milan COD team. I'm ready. Fucking sign me. I'll bring the fucking Linguini to practice.
So, from what it sounds like, you're feeling pretty good about it.
I'm feeling fucking great, man. Valorant's gonna be my year. I say that every year. But this year I feel different.
Valorant? You mean Vanguard?
Valorant's my year. Vanguard's my year. Whatever the game after Vanguard is my year. 2K, my year. Madden, my year. It's all fucking my year. This is my year.
I like this out of you.
That's the energy I'm bringing. And if it's not my year, I don't give a fuck because I'm going to say it is. What are you going to do?
So there were several pros and cons to both the beta and from what we've seen so far in terms of release trailers and the beta itself.
You want me to go over the pros and cons? I have the list.
I have it too.
All right. Well, you've been talking. So have I. Who do you want to go over the pros and cons list?
I'll go with it, and then we can compare.
Wait, hold on. I have one big topic for each, so let me just do that, and then you go. Okay, pros. It's my year. Cons. Everybody else, it's not your year because it's my year. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. That's where you were going with it. I fucking hate this dude so much. Okay, so the general consensus of Cold War or Vanguard up to this point is the visuals so far for the campaign as well as multiplayer maps. It compares as well as Modern Warfare did in 2019. From an overall visual standpoint, it had great visuals and an intricate level of realism too. Take that with a grain of salt because some people didn't really like how
Let's go
realistic
over the maps,
it was.
though. Did they have anything about the maps? Because the maps are fucking ass.
Well, the maps were ass, but I heard they're releasing 20 of them off the rip, which is something
Cold
that
War
hasn't
and
happened.
MW didn't do.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So 20 maps to choose from. Granted, they might all be shittily made, but I'm sure they'll make adjustments. Okay, so
Just
we're
bring
going with
back
the good stuff
throwbacks.
first. The engine itself allows for a ton of room for mechanical improvement, kind of taking from a Battlefield stance. It offers a levels of map detail you're not able to find in other games, such as the whole window covering, being able to peek and open doors, metal garage doors, and things on that sort of level. It also allows for more strategical thinking, which I believe is a good thing for Call of Duty as a whole, because I find Call of Duty to be repetitive in that sense, and I think adding a different level. I kind of enjoyed the whole doors mechanic in Modern Warfare. I think everybody hated it at first because it was so different for the game. But I think it's a good thing to have. It allows for the game to keep growing and be better. And I think majority of people say it's the same way. Another pro was said that apparently gunplay in the beta was considered to be good as well. I'm not talking about the gameplay as a whole in all modes. I'm talking about gunfights itself. People love World War II style guns, and they feel as good as the weapons did in Modern Warfare 2, which I'm inclined to agree with here. I like all the weapon feels in Modern Warfare 2019, me personally. M4, MP5, the Uzi, the AX50, right? That was the sniper.
That was MW, yeah.
For me personally, I felt like all the guns felt pretty good to use, and I'm a personal fan of all World War II guns.
The STG, that was MW. Okay, so World War II, what we're looking at, we had the BAR, we had the STG. We have the Volk, which is another AR, which is pretty good. We have the Tommy gun, which is a good sub, but I think the main sub is going to be the MP40. MP40 was shredding in the beta. It was shredding in the alpha.
The MP40 sounds like it's going to be the MP5 of
the
Modern
snipers.
Warfare.
There's the car, which is going to be the dominant sniper. It always is in
Absolutely.
World War II games. But the 3-line rifle is the other sniper, which is also pretty fucking good. So
same thing with what was it? AX-15. What was the counterpart? HDR.
HDR, yeah.
So, people were saying Modern Warfare engine means it's gonna feel pretty good, whatever guns you have, and everybody loves World War II guns. I haven't tried it, but I'm excited to see. So, this is where things get interesting with the cons list. Would you agree with everything so far with the pros? Besides the maps being shit.
The maps are shit. The guns are good. I like the guns.
Do you like the way they feel?
It's my year.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. You have a biased opinion. Cons. So with the Modern Warfare engine making a return, comes with tactical sprinting. I hated this mechanic, to be completely honest. It broke many of my controllers.
Auto text.
Even more so than BO4. And BO4 fucked so many controllers. Like, so bad. Not only that, but as stated before, doors when window mounting is back as well, which receives semi-negatively. Huh?
The mounting is weird. There's mounting, and then there's free fire, which you basically, like, say you're behind cover, right? You're crouched behind a window. You just start throwing your gun up over the windowsill, and you're just like,
yeah.
Like, what? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that shit, Logan?
Window mounting and door mounting in Modern Warfare. Yeah.
What the fuck?
So with mounting being back, it was received as negatively, and I believed it was banned in the CDL playlist and in most
It'll
TVs.
be gone in the COD, in the CDL, and all the competitive.
It's going to be too weird of a mechanic.
Doors, they're going to be gone. The parts of the map that could break, that's the fucking weird shit. There's parts of the map that you could shoot through. You could throw nades, they blow up, they're gone. What the fuck is that? But in the COD League, they'll be gone. So not bad.
Yeah, for sure. So as Sal had stated, mounting and moving across cover without leaving the mount, blind fire and laying down shots while completely covered is also a mechanic in the game's multiplayer as well.
Listen,
which is going to be a massive problem.
If somebody blind fires at me, I'm gonna piss on them right there. That's all I'm gonna say.
So the problem with this is the reason that people think this is so shit is because they think it promotes camping in general. I don't really care that much about it just because I think it helps new players out to not get shit on in the beginning rounds. But that was the whole point of skill-based matchmaking, which is a whole other fucking topic in itself. Either way, yeah, so that's back. It's considered semi-negatively, but I think it'll be gone whenever the pro playlist comes out. Hopefully they actually do this shit right, but I doubt they will. Camo challenges, people are speculating that it's going to be as difficult as it was for Modern Warfare. Camo challenges are forcing players to play slow-paced, and apparently people are not too happy about it because Modern Warfare doing the same thing with some ridiculously hard weapons, such as subs, AR camos were a little annoying.
Listen.
I think it's all perspective, though.
Listen. No, not perspective. I tried to go for fucking Damascus. You know that? I got platinum subs. I got platinum knives. I got platinum shotguns. I got platinum snipers. Platinum fucking ARs. The fucking challenges were stupid. I wasted so much fucking time. You know how much stress I went through? Dude, I felt like I lost 30 years of my fucking life. On what?
Camo challenges were annoying.
They gave me a silver fucking camo. What the fuck is that? I ended up buying a fucking hacked version. I got banned. What the fuck? I got scammed left and right in MW. Fuck that game. So you can continue. I'm a fucking little agitated, as you can tell.
Yeah. For me personally, I found it to be all perspective because I think camo challenges I was okay with in Modern Warfare because some of the maps in the game made it easier to complete different challenges than others. For example, long shots were easier on Arkhov Peak, St. Petro, and even the entire Ground War game mode with larger maps all around. Mounted 5 kill streaks and hipfires were easier on Shipment and Shoot House if you played them. You could even do camo challenges in Gunfight if you really wanted to. It was annoying, but you could get some done. I think people... I think it does truly support all-around play of the game, and I don't have a problem with that, in my opinion. It allows you to find your place.
The thing is with camos, right? They're smart. If you make camos easy, everybody's gonna get... Okay, for example, Cold War. I went and got... Does anybody remember what the fucking thing was for zombies? Dark Aether. That's what it was. I got that for all my guns, and then I stopped playing zombies. I stopped playing pubs. I didn't do any of that shit.
Yeah.
In MW, I sat there through the fucking trenches, through the stress, through the anxiety, through the fucking suicidal thoughts, and I tried to get fucking Damascus. I did all this for a purple and fucking blue rainbow skin.
Dude, okay, the Damascus camo was horseshit for Modern Warfare, though.
That's what I'm saying. I put all that
The
time.
gold, I'm not gonna lie, I like the gold camo.
The gold looked better than the fucking Damascus. And the fucking platinum? Are you fucking kidding me? It was a silver camo slapped on a fucking gun.
Yeah, it was horseshit.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But in terms of challenges, I think it supports people who are new to the game.
That's all I'm gonna fucking say. Do better, please. For the love of God, do better.
It supports better gameplay and allows you to find your place and what playstyle you particularly like, and it gives a plethora. I think that people are just butthurt about it because they can't curb stop newbies to the game to get their XP up. I'm not saying that the game did not give toxic people an easier time or promote camping, but I think it's nice as someone new to the multiplayer world to not get hork slammed by asshole who's been stinking up their seat for 4 years waiting for it to be their year, aka Sal.
What did you just say to me? Did you just say I'm gonna get fucking slammed?
No, I said to not get hork slammed by an asshole who's been stinking up their seat for 4 years waiting for it to be their year.
It's been my year the last 5 years in a row. Have I done anything with it? No, but this is my year for sure.
I said, I don't know. COD is so subjective to your own opinion nowadays, but I think the long-time community has gotten so toxic, you can't just hop on a game and have fun. It's like COD champs and a TDM game mode. Time will tell how the game actually improves from the beta. I know one problem Sledgehammer will face is respawns in certain game modes. I know that they were absolutely dog ass, and especially the maps.
Oh, that's one con I'm going to bring up right now. Yes, so it's back, ladies and gentlemen. Not only am I back, so are squad spawns.
What?
Squad spawns are back. The MW lifestyle is back.
Oh, spawning next to teammates?
Spawning in a clusterfuck. You're telling me I can sprint to one side of the map, all my teammates can die, and they'll all spawn next to me, even if there's 3 guys near me? Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, so that's going to be a big problem that they face.
But that's alright, because Roundman gets paid.
For making games a little bit pay to win, in my opinion. Just a little bit. But I love it. Anyways, yeah, I think people who like the advanced movement systems in Modern Warfare 2019 will like this COD. But if you're more of an old school with modern graphics like Cold War, you might fucking hate the game. That's my opinion. That is my final verdict.
I think everybody's gonna fucking hate the game.
Really? You think
What
it's
game
not
has
gonna
nobody
be...
not hated? In the last 4 years, everybody's hated every COD. 5 years even.
Yeah, but I think that's more just because the COD community is just shit.
You want
The entire
Logan,
COD
you want me to
community.
be honest with you?
What's up?
If Black Ops 2 came out next year as a fresh game, everybody would hate the fucking game. Black Ops 2 would not be a classic.
1,000%.
Dude, Black Ops 2 would not be a classic. People would be like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm getting one burst across the fucking map? What the fuck
And
is this?
it's even worse because of the fact that COD, like the Activision might not, they're pretty shit about the response times or whatever to shit that goes on. And they're not known for making the best patches. But every time they make a COD, people say they want boots on ground. They give them boots on ground. Guess what? Fucking hated. Just saying.
COD sucks. I'm about to move to Valorant.
They wanted jetpacks back.
I do want jetpacks back, dude. Get me
I
off
do
the
too.
ground.
I wanted Advanced Warfare 2, not Vanguard.
Jetpacks, jetpacks.
I miss
that's my
AW
final statement.
jetpacks. I miss bunny hopping simulator.
We're at an hour and
Anyway.
16 minutes, Logan. I think it's we're about the time that we should fucking let's fucking get it going. You know what I mean?
I got you, bro. But yeah, I
10:47.
think this is a good podcast.
Holy shit. This was a great podcast.
I enjoy talking about COD, even though I hate COD.
I hate COD too, but I love it because why?
Yeah, but you're a comp player. You're talented at the game. I'm not.
If you see me ever play the game, I fucking blow.
I know you're lying. Anyways,
If you guys want to check out my montage,
no chance you're plugging this shit right now, dude. No chance. No chance. No chance. You're being a sellout to yourself
what are you
right
talking
now.
about?
This fucking Italian, dude. Okay,
Oh,
why
now
don't
you're
you
gonna
plug
bring
our
up fucking
actual fucking
nationality?
sponsors, you moron?
Our sponsors. Okay, shout out to Game Fuel. If you use code Heroics, you can get.
Bullshit!
Dude, I got 4 cases of Game Fuel next to me. It's as if they sponsored me, even though I paid for them.
Shout out to Killer Jerky.
Alright, but serious thing, look at this, right? Shocked Energy here. This is the watermelon flavor. I had this when I went to the gym because I'm built diff. You also have Killer Jerky. I would bring up a bag of beef jerky, but I ate all that shit because it was fucking delicious. So go get yourself some. Listen, why you gotta take my word?
I might actually buy some.
You ever just eat food and you get fucking horny? That's what Killer Jerky does to you. You want to have erotic sex with your...
Really?
If you want to have erotic sex with your significant other and things aren't working out, you're taking Viagra, it's not working, Killer Jerky is the place for you. And you know what? If you mix it with Shocked Energy and Killer Jerky, you have the best sex experience of your life. Don't take it from me. I've never had sex before. But take it to our guy at ViralDK, who is the CFO of Heroics Gaming. He has a lot of sex using Shocked Energy and Killer Jerky.
Oh,
and
really?
he vouches. That's all I'm going to say. Once
Damn,
again,
he's
Heroics
got it like
Gaming,
that?
we're changing the future.
Absolutely. Are we still sponsored by OP Seats?
We are.
Okay,
Logan,
OP Seats.
Does anybody in Heroics have an op seat?
I don't think so.
No, but you
I'm
know
broke.
what? They're here for us, and we're gonna be here for them. So if you want to use an op seat chair, go on an op seat. Use code Heroics. Dance a little bit. You're never gonna get gunned out of your gaming chair because somebody
Also
has a better
buy
gaming
merch.
chair. Hey, you want to buy the merch? Hey, fucking look at the flag behind me. Beautiful. The jersey behind me. Beautiful. Listen, I got t-shirts. I got hoodies. More merch is coming soon. Just stay tuned. We got things going on.
But yeah, definitely buy the merch. Code Heroics, Sector 6.
The future is here. Support. Be a hero.
Absolutely.
Don't be a villain. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say, Logan. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
What more do I need than that?
Make sure you follow us on our socials and stuff down below, as you can see at the bottom of the screen of the actual stream. If you are new here to the podcast, what?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Continue. Go ahead.
If you're new here to the podcast, make sure you guys drop a follow on twitch.tv MXNCINI. You can also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv LOGZZZ. Be on the lookout for whenever we actually do make a WD Podcast official Twitch. We'll obviously plug it. Follow us on Twitter at WDB Cast. Right? That's what it is?
That's what it is.
And also follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and RSS feed if you really want to, at the same plug, WDB Podcast or WDB Cast.
And don't forget the YouTube, WDB Cast on the YouTube.
Absolutely.
You know, the little red play button, beautiful. Go on, check us out. If you want to watch it, see if you don't want to watch it, don't worry about it. You know, you can go on to Spotify, you can go to Apple Podcasts, you can go to Google Podcasts, you can listen to it there. No big deal. Listen, you want to listen to it like that, go ahead. Whatever you want to do. We're here for that. We give you all the options. The way we do things, beautiful. But if
podcast
you watch
is a little late this week.
That's my fault. But what are you gonna do?
It's all good. It's not a big deal. This is just a one-time thing.
Maybe a two-time thing. We don't know. We can't predict the future.
Yeah, we can't predict the future. But as of right now, it's not a permanent thing. We're not moving it to Friday. It's going to be on Wednesday next week.
Listen, Friday came fucking fast this week. That's all I'm going to say, you know?
Yeah.
Friday came very quick. But we will be back on Wednesdays. Wednesdays is the day.
100%.
You know, WDB podcast. It starts with a W. W starts off Wednesday. You know? It makes sense. It makes sense.
This fucking guy.
You want to tune into the Twitch stream? Twitch.tv/MXNCNI. As Logan had once said, we are live on Wednesdays. Today's Friday, but we are live on Wednesdays.
Yep, and you get the podcast a few days early. It gives you an incentive. You get to see our sexy faces. I know Sal is looking mighty fine.
My hair's all over the place. I'm kind of fucking slurring words. I'm looking around in different directions, but I'm looking good. Like, what are you going to do?
Yep. And if you do happen to miss the podcast, you have another chance to see our sexy faces on YouTube, as he said. Otherwise, it comes out on Sundays,
Saturdays, whatever the time takes.
It comes out on the rest of our platforms on Sundays.
That's when if I wake up on a Saturday and I'm like, I'm feeling good today, everything will be up on Saturday. If I wake up on a Saturday and I'm like, oh, fuck, today's a shit show. Sunday it is, you know?
So, like, for example, the episode 3 with the animal tier list, if you watch it on YouTube, because you know, obviously we're not going to go back, you can watch our facial expressions. You can watch the shit we're doing, because the animal tier list is primarily a video that was done on the stream. But it gives you an incentive to go watch it there as well.
Yes, correct.
I know for me, I like to listen to the podcast in the morning after it releases on that Monday Monday morning. I'll take it in my way to work. Some people like their podcasts done through Spotify or other platforms where they don't have to keep their phone open. So we have it covered on all fucking platforms. But the best incentive is to definitely come tune in live with us, so you can chat it up. We'll answer some questions sometimes. But you get it all live first.
And what I will
That's
say,
pretty fucking dope.
I got one more thing to add, and then that'll wrap it up. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
What's up?
Me, as a guy, you know, I live life, maybe have a couple interactions with the opposite gender, right? But here's the thing. Sometimes, Logan, you need the playlist to get the mood going. And if you really want the playlist to get the mood going, you add the WDB Cast to a playlist. Call it the Sex Playlist. And if you listen to our voices, you will experience 20 times the pleasure. And if you think I'm lying, try for yourself. Just try for yourself. Go ahead and test out my theory, and you tell me. Go ahead. Try it. That's all I'm going to say.
You actually just said that. Okay, this has been the We the Boys podcast. Make sure you guys tune in on Sundays when we upload on all of other platforms. If not, we will see you next Wednesday for whatever fucking topic we are not qualified to talk about. So I'll get ready to fucking end the stream. Please, God.
And so that's going to wrap it up. As Logan said, and why do we end this podcast like we're on fucking crack? We're going all crazy, willy-nilly. But hey, it's the end of the show. Catch us on Wednesday. Catch us on Spotify. Catch us on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. I fuck that up every single time. Anywhere that you watch your podcast,
catch us everywhere.
We got you. What are you going to do? You know? Take care. Have a great night. And that's been me and Logan. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Peace.